Okay, so this is your Unit 2 project, and if you haven't gone back and watched the IOUSA video or the last video I posted, you need to do that first, and then you need to message me or Google Classroom or email me the career you chose. And again, you need to watch the video, and you'll see where I put a list of your career options in it. You need to pick something that you would actually want to do in real life, so you can see if you can budget your money well enough to make it to the end of the month, because a lot of you guys are going into the real world really soon, and your landlord and the bill collectors aren't going to go, well, I ran out of money. They still going to want what you owe them. So once you pick your career and you message me, I'm going to send you a sheet that looks like this, a budget sheet. And so at the top, I've actually given you the annual starting salary for that position. So I'm just using the civil engineer. This is one that a lot of kids don't really pick. So I just picked this one for myself. I could have probably done this job. And I give you the annual salary, which means how much you make a year. And then I've broken down how much you make a month before taxes. And then I've taken out federal taxes, Social Security, and Medicare for you, as well as healthcare. So this is what your actual amount that you'll see in your check, if you were getting a check for this job, would be left with after taxes. Okay? So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go find an apartment. I've got a list of websites for you to use, and you are going to find an apartment, and then you're going to figure out how much you owe in a month in rent. And all the websites will tell you this apartment is $900 a month. This apartment is $600 a month. And so once you find that apartment that you want, and make sure it's affordable. If you're making after taxes, if you're only making like $2,500 a month, getting a $1,000 a month apartment is not really feasible. So you need to find something affordable. And I know some of you plan on moving and getting out of Kansas City and Leavenworth, that's fine. But for this particular project, you are only allowed to find an apartment in Kansas City or in Leavenworth. I'm not going to let you guys live anywhere else. Just for this activity, it just makes it a lot easier, trust me. So again, use the websites I posted to find an apartment and calculate your rent. So I'm going to pretend I found an apartment that was $800 a month, and I'm going to write 800, okay, in the box below. And if you can see, there's a minus sign because this is money that you have to pay to the landlord. So I'm going to pretend that the one I found was $800 a month, and then I'm going to take my calculator and I'm going to do some very simple math. And all of you have a phone because I've seen you on there using them when you're supposed to be listening to my interesting lectures. So I'm going to take, after taxes, I was making $3,445 a month, and I'm going to subtract $800 from that. And after I pay my rent, I'm left with $2,645. So I'm going to write that in the next box, $2,645. Okay. And so in this next box right here, that after I pay rent, that's how much I'm left with. Now I've already calculated electricity for you guys because that's, if you've never lived in the real world, it's kind of hard to determine what your electric bill would be. It might be cheaper than the one I've listed, which would be great for you, but I just kind of averaged out electricity. So my electricity bill, it's the summertime, it's hot. My electricity bill was $170 that month. So I'm going to take this amount. I wrote down $2,645 after rent, and I'm going to subtract $170 from it. So I'm going to go back to my handy dandy calculator, and I'm going to $2,645 minus $170. And after I pay electricity, I'm left with $2,475. So I'm going to write that in the next blank. $2,475. Okay. The next thing it says is food for the month. Okay. Now I grocery shop once a week. My mom, she used to grocery shop twice a month. You can do it anyway, but for the whole month, I've compiled a list of food that you would need to make it through the entire month on this side of your paper. That's what it all is. So you're going to go to walmart.com, and again, I'm going to give you the website, and you're going to grocery shop for the things on this list. You need to get a liter of milk. Okay, you need to get some type of breakfast food. Actually, 2 types. You can get cereal, oatmeal, breakfast bars, whatever, but you need to get 2 types because you're not going to be eating the same thing every day for breakfast. Okay, you're going to need meat. 3 types of meat. Are you going to buy some steak, some chicken, some fish, whatever? If I have kids that are like, well, I'm a vegetarian, blah, 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 blah. That's fine. If you don't want meat, cross out meat and say, okay, I'm going to get tofu instead, or I'm going to get vegetables instead. So you are good. This is grocery list would last you about a week. Okay, that's not a lot of food you're really buying. You need a dozen eggs, vegetables, loaf of bread, butter, lunch meat, pizza, snacks, okay, noodles. A lot of you guys love noodles or whatever. So once you compile your list of groceries and the whole thing needs to be filled out, and again, if you want to substitute, like, no, I don't drink milk, I drink juice instead, that's fine. Cross out milk and then put juice in there. Add it all up, and you need to multiply it by 4 because this is only going to carry you through a week, and there's 4 weeks in every month. So once you multiply it times 4, you're going to get your total for how much a month you'd be spending on groceries, and you're going to put it here. Okay, so I'm going to pretend I filled out the whole list, and after I multiplied it by 4, I spent $500 a month on groceries. That's actually really good. I'm currently spending for myself, just by myself, I'm spending $125 a week. So if you do math, that's actually $500 a month. It's a lot of money. But if I were to eat out every day, it'd be more money. So it makes more sense to go shopping. So once I've figured out, all right, I'm spending about $500 a month on food, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to subtract $2,475 and take $500 away from that. Let's go back to my calculator. Subtract 500. And after I get groceries, I'm left with $1,975. Now it's time to go pay for my car. Here's the thing. We're going to pretend some of you are like, I have a car. It's paid off. My parents paid it off. That's awesome. I had a car when I got out of college that was paid off as well. And guess what? The first year I went to work, some kid coming out of the parking lot hit me and totaled my car. And the first year as a teacher, I had to go buy another car because some kid hit me. Things happen. So we're going to pretend that you need a new car. So you're going to go to one of those websites. You go to Craigslist. I don't really care, but I'm going to give you some other websites. And you're going to go find a car. Okay. And once you find that car, you are going to, I have given you right here how long the car payment is going to last. It's going to take you 5 years to pay off the car. That's the average. Most people take 5 years to pay off a car. If you're smart, do it in 3, but 5 years. And then I've given you the interest rate the bank gave you. Okay, because remember, they're going to charge you for using their money. You're going to need a car loan unless you got $15,000 lying around, which you don't. Okay, you're going to need to get a loan. So the bank is going to give you 5 years and 5.6% interest rate. Okay, so I'm going to pretend that I found a car that was $15,000. And I'm going to go onto the website I linked. It's called thebankrate.com. And I'm going to plug in the information. So the first, when you go to bankrate.com, the first box is going to say, how much is the loan for? So you're going to put in how much the car was for. Okay, then they're going to ask you how many months or years is going to take you to pay it off. You're going to put in 5 years. And then at the very bottom, it's going to say, what's the interest rate? And whatever the interest rate I gave you in on this paper. So for this one, make sure I can see. I had a 5.6%. I'm going to punch it in and then I'm going to hit calculate. And it's going to tell me how much my payment is going to be for that car each month. Okay, so once I calculated it, my car payment came out to $345 a month. And that's, I'm going to be paying that for the next 5 years. So on my paper, I wrote down, my car payment's $345 a month. And now I'm going to subtract that from the amount I have. So subtract $345. Now I'm left with $1,630. Okay. I've already calculated insurance for you, car insurance. That's a must. It is, you legally have to have car insurance. You have to. Okay. Young men, your car insurance is going to be more than this until you're 25. But I did like the average car insurance and it was $110. So you're going to take whatever you have and you're going to subtract 110 from it. So now I'm left with $1,520. Okay. $1,520. Now, I'm going to, on this helpful paper, on this slide I'm going to give you, I'm going to have what the average price of gas is per gallon right now. And you guys are going to get so lucky because it is so cheap thanks to the coronavirus. It's usually not this cheap. And you guys are going to Google, say I bought a Toyota Corolla. That's the car I bought. You need to Google how big the tank is in a Toyota Corolla. And the tank in a Toyota Corolla is 15 gallons. Okay, so it takes 15 gallons of gas to fill up a Toyota Corolla, to fill up a Toyota Corolla. So right now, gas is about $1.57 per gallon, and the average person fills up 4 times a month. So you're going to find how big the tank is in your car. Mine was 15 gallons. You're going to multiply it by the average price of gas. Right now it's $1.57, and I'll have it listed on that slide. And then you'll multiply it by 4 because you're filling up 4 times a month. And then you're going to write it here. So I'm going to do 15 times 1.57. Because that's how much gas is right now. Golly, my goodness. And then multiply it by 4 because I'm filling up 4 times a month. I fill up once a week. And gas per month is going to cost me $94. Oh, where was this when I was in college? Okay. So gas per month is going to cost me $94.20. So then I'm going to do the math again. And you're just going down and subtracting your monthly bills. So 15. So I have 14. All right. Then you guys need to find a cell phone plan. Again, I'm going to give you websites. You can get T-Mobile, Sprint, AT&T. You have to get one of the main ones because some people are like, I'm going to get Cricket, this and that. Cricket doesn't work everywhere. That's why most people don't have it. So I'm just going to actually write down what my actual phone bill is right now. It's $120 a month. Okay. And no, you cannot be on a family plan. No, your parents are not going to pay for you. If they do in real life, that's great. Fantastic. My parents completely cut me off. I was doing all of this and paying for all of this my first year out of college. And it made me a better person. I was able to budget my money, save it, and I do really well managing my money now. Okay, so my cell phone bill right now is $120 a month. And make sure you get what you actually use. You ain't gonna last on no 3 gigabytes of data a month. I've seen the way you guys use your phones. It's not gonna happen. Okay, so of course now I'm gonna take and subtract the 120 from what I have. So $1,425 minus 120. All right, so that's 13. And then I did internet for you guys, what the average internet is. This is kind of high. And I know Spectrum does something cheaper. Again, this is just kind of like a national average. It was about $75 a month. My internet in Tennessee was really expensive. It was like $100-something a month. I don't know why, because it sucked. So I'm going to subtract that because I'm a nice person. All right. Okay. So the next thing is you guys have to have some form of entertainment. If you haven't realized how important Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, HBO is by now you know we're in COVID and I'm still looking for a show. I cannot get into that Tiger King. I tried 3 times. I watched it. I watched someone's arm it's just not for me. It must be some white person madness because I just can't. I'm like, these people all need to be in jail. Anyway. So you need to buy 2 out of the 4 options I list. And I'm going to give you the price on that slide. And so you're going to add them. So say you get Netflix and Hulu. So Netflix right now is $11.99 a month. And Amazon Prime is also $11.99 a month. So $12 plus $12 is $24. And I'm just going to subtract 24. And I'm left with $1,206. And here's the bummer. A lot of these jobs require college degrees or they require you to have a certificate. If you're going to be a cosmetologist, you got to go to beauty school. That's money. Okay, if you're going to be a police officer, actually you might get lucky. I don't think you have a college loan for that, although you should. I went and looked, the average civil engineer comes out of school with $40,000 of student loans. You're going to go back to that Bankrate website where you calculate loans and you're just going to plug in this information right here. You had to take out $40,000 in loans. It's over. You get 10 years to pay back the college loan and the interest rate is 4.5%. Okay? So you're going to plug that information in if you have a college loan and you're going to figure out how much you owe per month in debt. I owe $540. I've already done the calculations for mine. $500, that is a really nice car payment. Subtract 540. Ooh. Scary. So after I've paid all of my bills, yikes, I am left with $666. It's creepy. I'm just erase this. And I want you guys to tell me what you're going to do with the money left over. Like I told you in the previous video, you need to have a plan for your money or it's going to disappear and you're not going to know what happened to it. And if things like this happen, which people were like, there's no way I could lose my job. There's no way this. There are 16.5 million Americans right now that are trying to apply for unemployment and literally have no money in their bank. So you need to tell me what you're going to do with every dollar that's left over if you have money left over. I've got some kids that don't have any money left over. They've had to go back and find another apartment or they've had to go back and get another car. So make sure you guys can do this in Google Docs. You can just type in the numbers and send it back to me. If you guys have a printer and you want to print this out and do it by hand and then take a picture of it and then email it or turn it in to me, that's fine too. I always think it's easier to write, to be personal, honest about it. My husband likes to do it on the computer. He likes it better that way. Whatever works for you. So you're going to tell me, all right, I'm going to put $200 into a savings account. And then I'm going to put $60 towards going out and having fun because I haven't even gone out and eaten. I haven't gone out with my friends. I haven't gone to a movie. I've done nothing but pay bills. So I'm going to put $60 for fun. I'm going to do this. You need to tell me dollar for dollar. You can't just say, well, I'm going to throw it all into savings. You're not. You're telling me you're not ever going to go out? You're not ever going to go out to eat? You're not ever going to go to the movies? You're not ever going to go see your friends? You're not going to plan a vacation? You need to tell me exactly what you're doing with the money left over. You can't just say it's all going here or I'm going to put most of it. What's most of it? No, you need to tell me an exact. I'm putting $200 in savings. I'm putting $300 in my 401k. I'm putting this. Okay. If you have questions, please, I'll be sitting by my computer when I sign this. Email me, ask me. You need to choose a career so I can get this to you. And I want to see how well you can budget because being an adult, it's not easy. I hope you guys are hanging in there. If you need anything, let me know. If you need to chit chat about something that's not school, or if you've got some great shows or movies. I watched The Platform 2 nights ago. Very interesting. Very interesting. And if you haven't seen Snowpiercer, that's another really good one. Oh, I saw that a long time ago, but that's both of those are on Netflix. I'm trying to think what else I've seen a lot of movies and I've read a ton of books, but anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. I miss you guys. Behave, do your work. See you later.